we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about everything before we go.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. It's your girl Nesha here, back in the cut once again. So today, we're going to go ahead and jump into this review of Basketball Wives Season 8, Episode 9. So we start the episode off with Malaysia and Kristen. They're sitting around talking while the kids are jumping. Malaysia tells us that she recently closed on a house and she no longer has to do the commute from LA to Atlanta. So I'm going to assume that the house is in Atlanta, but if I'm wrong, comment down below. But I don't recall her telling us exactly where it was. And so Kristen says, you know what, I'm going to do a 90s skate party and I'm going to invite all the ladies, but Cece will not be able to attend. And she's like, see, I really, my goal here is for all of the family to get together. I want everybody on the same page. And she says, yeah, but I can't really just get with Cece like that. I'll invite OG because, at the last episode, they had a little discussion and she and OG are supposed to be cool now. But she can't get with Cece for some reason. And I'm like, girl, you could have invited Cece. Just let it go. It's just a freaking party. If you don't really want to talk to her, you don't have to. But for you to just keep saying, well, I just can't get with her. It's like, that is your family. At least it will be, because she's going to be marrying Byron. So just let that stuff go. Now we go over to Jennifer, Jackie, and OG. Now OG says, you know what, regarding that whole text message that Cece sent, I'm not necessarily mad at the fact that she sent it, because it was before I knew her, and with the timing and everything, and she was just taking up for her girl. And I was so happy, because I said, you know what, last week I told y'all, if you're gonna be mad at her for anything, just be mad because she did not take accountability for what she did say. And this week, that's what OG is saying. I'm just upset that she did not own it. Okay, now Jackie asked Jennifer, have you said anything derogatory about Malaysia, her parenting, just anything in general to somebody that will get back to her that's negative? And she's like, no, I haven't said anything. Where are you getting this from? And she's like, well, just someone, it's a rumor and eventually it's going to get back. And so I just wanted to ask, have you said this? And she's like, no. Now, in confessionals, she tells us that somebody got in her DM. The person is in Atlanta. It's a male. And he's saying that this is what he's hearing regarding Malaysia. And this all started from Jennifer, okay? So she's saying she ain't said. So over to Cece and Byron. Byron's sitting on the bed reading a sex book that Jackie done made, and he's all into it. Cece says that it's a really good book. Okay, I didn't know she had one, but apparently it's good. So then they start talking about Phoebe's event and how that text message came up. Cece is like, yeah, they brought up this old text message of me saying something about OG, and it was old. That's when I defended Kristen. And he says, my concern is, why are we bringing up something that's 2 years old, Kristen? They just keep coming for me. And he says, I need to repair my relationship with my family, yes, but my priority is you. And, he's reiterating the fact that it's them against the world, basically. Now we go over to Evelyn, Jackie, and Phoebe, and they are practicing pole dancing or whatever. Some of the things we talk about is OG. Her new name is going to be Toji, according to Evelyn, because she saw a picture with her toe hanging out of it, and she said that that's going to be her new name. You know what I mean? Because it shouldn't look like that. Then we talk about Tami and the fact that she's rapping. Jackie brought that up, I believe. And her name is Tatiana Trill. And so Phoebe says, oh, okay, so she's rapping, her daughter's helping her. I think that's really cool, you know what I mean? That old school rapping or whatever, because it's going to be old school or dated or something like that, she said. I'll let you know that you're wrong, because I recently listened to No Pressure, which is her, I believe that's a new single. That's Tatiana Trill's new single. And it's something that I would bop to. Let me see if I can play y'all a snippet and I'll be right back.
Soon as I get off the D, he wants some more. I'm back, 3 feet, no pressure. Back, 3 feet, no.
So while we're talking about Tami, somebody brought up the fact that she recently tried to return something and it had coochie juice all up in it, and the people wouldn't take it because they were trying to return it as new or never used or something like that, and they had the coochie juice in it, so they could not return it. So then I guess they tried to buy it, and the card declined. So now Jackie tells us that this person named Anthony has DM'd her, telling her that Jennifer is starting rumors about Malaysia, her parenting, how she's not taking care of her kids, how she really lost or couldn't afford a house or something like that. And just started rumors, right? So Jackie tells this to Evelyn and Phoebe. She's like, yeah, this is a rumor going around. And so Evelyn's like, well, what's his number so I can call and see if this some person that's just making up crap, or do they really know something, and did this really start from Jennifer? So she's trying to get confirmation. So once Evelyn got him on the phone and he realized it was Evelyn, he went into full fandom mode. And I was a little concerned about that, because you could have just been trying to like create some tea to get this to the team so that way you can get close to him or whatever. I don't know. People do crazy stuff for crazy things all the time. But then as she's questioning him, he says, yeah, it started from, she said, who did you hear this from? And he said, Jennifer, as if he had talked to Jennifer. Then he said, well, Jennifer talks to Dominique. And so she said, so Jennifer told Dominique and Dominique told you. She asked him it, and then he's like, yeah, that's how it happened. But that's not how he said it at first. And then when he went further into conversation, he said, well, the dude, apparently Jennifer talks to Dominique. And they felt like that was confirmation, because how would this person know who Dominique is? But I don't consider that confirmation, because he could have known that, he could have seen Dominique and Jennifer hanging out. He could have seen a picture that they posted or something like that to know that they cool. You know what I mean? And everybody know, especially from last season, that Malaysia has been traveling back and forth and that she has kids. So it's the things that he was saying that was supposed to be repeated or created, these rumors created by Jennifer, they're things that anybody could have came up with. She don't take care of her kids. She leave the kids in the house by themselves. She can't afford to move to a certain place. But anyway, so she felt like it was confirmation. She gets up, she's running around, she goes sit down and she continues the conversation. And now Jackie, Phoebe, and Evelyn know about this rumor that apparently started from Jennifer. So OG goes to visit Cece at her place of business, and she tells her, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm bothered at the fact that when the text message came up and I asked you, did you say it? You told me that you did not say it. And then I see the messages. And then Cece says, look, I'm going to let you know this, that when I first, heard it, when you repeated what was said, I felt like it was something that Kristen could have made up. It was 2 years ago. She said, but you know what? I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I was wrong for what I said. That was mean, blah, 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 blah. So OG is okay with her now because she was accountable in private, not so much in public. I'm going to go ahead and give you that, CC. You were accountable for what you said. Now, you still tried to dance around that a little bit by saying, well, at first I thought it was made up because it was 2 years ago. Okay, but I'll still go ahead and give you that. At least you admitted to what you did. You apologized. Y'all moved on. So now Kristen, OG, Tammy, and Jackie, they're all shopping for that 90s party. Tammy tells Kristen that she will not be going. What a surprise, right? So then Jackie talked about the rumors that were started allegedly from Jennifer regarding Malaysia and her parenting and everything. Kristen says she's uncomfortable with being there because Jackie is talking about Malaysia. But I was like, Kristen, she's not really just talking about Malaysia. She is repeating what she heard, the rumor that was apparently started by Jennifer. She's just saying what she's heard. That's not necessarily talking about her. So then Jackie tells her about Tatiana Trill and how Phoebe said that she is old and her daughter has to coach her on how to rap. And of course, Tammy gets upset with that. She's like, see, these bitches, every time I come around and I try to, give them a chance, they always got something to say. Like, why are you talking about my age and the fact that I'm rapping? But again, like I said, I heard it. Y'all got the snippet. I think it's about, I don't understand why. Phoebe just hating. It's better than that song. She's talking about why you lying or whatever the hell they said. I can't even remember something. And I believe at this point they also talked about OG and the toe that was hanging out or whatever. Because, see, and this is my thing. Jackie was messy. Jackie literally got information from one team, from one set, and she goes over and she talks about it to the other person. And then later on, she says, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said what I said. Stop it. This is why you done got yourself all caught up at the end of this show. Jackie and her daughter Chantel, they're playing tennis. She said she want to learn how to play tennis. She loves tennis but never played it before. She talks about her daughter, I think her name is Sanaya, and how she's talking now. I think the last season she was a baby, now she's talking. And her son is going off to college. She's concerned about that, but she's trying to see if she can get her granddaughter to go move with her into Dougie's room. And I'm like, okay, that's all cool or whatever. Look at you playing grandma and things. But what about your other grandkids from your daughter, the one that you don't talk to? How about you get them, create a room for them, and let them come over there and hang out with you every now and again? From last I heard, you wasn't doing anything with them kids, but you love to spoil this baby from Chantel. But anyway, she's concerned that when her son gets to college, he's going to get loose. And Chantel says, well, no, that's, he's grounded. He won't do that or whatever. But we know how it is when you get to college and get to hanging around certain people. So she's trying to basically control how he's going to act when he gets there. And she says she's always going to love her baby. And honey, we all do. So Tami goes to I guess her acting coach or whatever. She invites OG and Feby. So she's working on her British accent, which she says is very hard to do. And based on the recent song that she released, honey, I think she dropped that whole British accent thing because it was going to be hard. So now she basically confronts Feby. So you're saying that I'm old, I'm too old to rap? And Feby backpedaling, no, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Now, in Phoebe's defense, she did not say that you were old. She implied that you were old. She said that now you have your daughter that can help you with rapping because you're old school. Okay, so even though she didn't say it verbatim the way you asked her if she said it, she did say something along that lines, and she should have said that. But you too busy saying, oh no, you've respected me, you've like welcomed me into this group and everything, and so I wouldn't do that to you. Girl, see, this is the second time, is the second time or third time you even lied. Girl, be honest, honey, be honest. So Phoebe's like, why is this always happening with these girls? All these girls are always starting stuff and just talking about different things, and I don't understand it. So it's like, what you talking about? I'm just saying, like, with these girls, there's always some things going around. She said, give me an example. And she said, like, Evelyn said that your toe was hanging out. Now, she's talking to OG, right? Evelyn said your toe was hanging out in a recent picture. Phoebe, aren't you loyal to Evelyn? Why the hell is you telling OG what Evelyn said? Then she says, and like you, Tami, Jennifer said that you recently returned some pants and it had coochie juice in it, and you tried to return it, and then the car declined. Like, she just goes over this, and then Tami gets upset. She gets up, she walks out. Listen, Phoebe, you and Jackie are the new Jennifer, okay? Y'all walking around repeating stuff, and that just why? Especially, I can get the whole what Jennifer said, but for you to repeat what Evelyn said, and I thought y'all were cool. So Tami, like I said, she walks out because she says she doesn't feel any black girl magic within this group. So Evelyn and Phoebe, they're walking, just feeling good about themselves, and Phoebe go on to tell her how Tami brought her there, and it was more like a ambush, asking her about these things that she said, and this all came from Jackie. And she says, look, I'm not going to be arguing with senior citizens. And I'm like, girl, what was all that energy when she confronted you at the little acting class? What was all this? Why didn't you tell her then? We're going to go over to this 90s part. This is going to be the last thing we're going to talk about. Kristen tells Malaysia about the rumors that Jennifer started.
All right, y'all. So while I'm editing this, I was like, Nesha, how did you forget this? Kristen, when you repeated the rumor that you heard about Malaysia, you completely messed that whole thing up. First of all, where did you get that Jennifer said her kids were dingy? Where did that part come from? And then for Phoebe and Evelyn to sit there and allow you to repeat that incorrectly, Phoebe even said it in confessionals, girl, I don't remember that part about the kids being dingy and stuff, but you didn't say nothing. And I'm like, see, this is why when rumors get to like the 10th person, it done changed about 5 or 6 times. Anyway, I wanted to insert that. Carry on with the review.
Malaysia immediately starts crying. She says, you know what, it's just pissing me off. Not so much about what she said, because I know I'm a good mother, but the fact that I'm really close to Jackie, and she went over here and, she knows this information. She's talking to these different people, and she hasn't brought it to me yet, which I agree with Malaysia. The first thing she should have done was go over to Malaysia and say, this is the rumors that's going on. How do you want to handle this? Instead of her talking to Evelyn, talking to Phoebe about it, talking to Tami, OG. Like, she's told everybody else besides the person that is affected. And so, like I said, she starts crying. She gets upset. She says, you know what, I'm going to wait to address this when the people come here, because Jennifer and Jackie should be coming to this party. So I'm going to address it then. Then her family members walk in. Evelyn's like, who are these hoes? But these are Malaysia's family members. One of them looked like Fantasia. I was like, girl, is Fantasia her cousin? But anyway, then Jennifer finally comes. Malaysia walks up. She confronts her. Hey, did you say this about my kids, or did you mention anything along this line? And she's like, no, I didn't. When Jennifer was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, I believe Jennifer. I really do. Now, we do know that Anthony exists, and Anthony did on that phone call. He said that this is what Jennifer, that he heard from Dominique, who was told by Jennifer, but I believe that Jennifer did not say it, okay? So Dominique, she said, and apparently you're the one that's repeating this information, and you're talking about me, and you're getting this information from her. They both say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So then Jackie walks in, and Jackie's like, okay, I need a restroom. Where's the restroom? And she says, Jackie, you know, she's all up in Jackie grill, right? She's like, Jackie, this is what's going on. Are you talking crap about me? Jackie's like, no, I'm not. But hey, how you doing? You look good. Look at you, girl, in your Bundy outfit. What a restroom. What a restroom. And she's like, Jackie, this is serious. So she gets all in Jackie grill or whatever. And I was like, see, if I was Jackie, I would suck shit out of Malaysia. Because first of all, you're not finna be all up in my face like that trying to confront me. You will wait until I go release this urine, okay? And then we can have a conversation. But I think Jackie was literally trying to like change the energy, talk about something else. But see, this is the problem. See, this is why you should have talked to Malaysia in the first place. So anyway, long story short, Jackie ends up getting pissed off because of the way Malaysia approached her. She trying to go at Malaysia, throwing stuff, Malaysia walking on tables. Go ahead, get into the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And until next time.
Yeah, low key, maybe high key. I been peeped that you like.